Hey YouTube, hey Young and the Restless fans, this week get ready when Chance finds shocking evidence. Oh no, things are not looking good for Daniel. Sharon is framing him, so will Daniel now be arrested? Also this week, Audra conspires with Jack. Victor recruits Adam against Billy. And later this week, look for a special episode honoring Phyllis Summers. But first, back with Daniel, he's going to be in hot water when Chance finds shocking evidence. We know that Sharon planted Heather's phone and that bloody towel in Daniel's apartment in one of those cabinets, okay? So now Chance, of course, previously asked Daniel if he could search the apartment, but Daniel emphatically said no. But now it looks like Chance will get a search warrant and search the apartment anyway, despite Daniel's protests. Daniel is acting guilty, but we know that he's not. We, the fans, know that he's innocent and that Sharon is the mastermind behind all of this. Unless there's another twist, Sharon is the culprit. There could be, though, extenuating circumstances because of Sharon's mental state of mind, but unless there's another twist, Sharon is the one responsible for Heather's death and covering up the crime and pinning it on Daniel, framing him. What Sharon is doing is appalling. So is there any way back for the character? We know Sharon is suffering mentally, but does that absolve her of this crime and the cover-up? Cameron Kirsten, of course, has been telling Sharon what she should do. But Cameron, of course, isn't real. He's just a figment of Sharon's sinister thoughts, okay? So it's going to be interesting to see how all of this kind of plays out now. And if Cameron starts to encourage Sharon to do even more bad things. But Sharon, of course, is framing Daniel, and soon Chance will find that evidence that Sharon planted. In the preview, too, we see Chance telling Summer, I did find some disturbing evidence in Heather and Daniel's apartment. Things don't look too good for your brother right now, okay? So all eyes will now be on Daniel, and now he's likely the primary suspect in this case. Spoilers say Daniel finds himself in a compromising position. So it looks like he's going to have some explaining to do when Chance finds that evidence, of course, that Sharon planted. We'll have to see if Daniel is arrested as well, and also if his family, Lucy and Summer and Phyllis, start to believe that maybe Daniel did this, or if they suspect that something isn't right, that something is off, and that maybe Daniel is being set up, okay? I assume that Lucy and Phyllis and Summer will support Daniel, but we'll see how things play out. Spoilers say Phyllis takes control too, so we'll see if this has to do with Daniel or if it's about Abbott Chancellor with Billy. And speaking of Billy this week, Victor recruits Adam in his revenge plot against Billy, okay? So we know there's no love lost between Adam and Billy, and Victor installed Adam at Newman Media so that Victor could use Adam as a weapon, okay? And now it looks like Victor will want to weaponize Adam against Billy, okay? So we'll see how things go there. But of course we know Victor wants to take over Abbott Chancellor so that Nikki can run the company, okay? Billy and Phyllis know, though, that Victor is coming after them, so their guard is up. Victor was also able to buy Odyssey 7, right? That secret startup company that Billy wanted to acquire, and Victor was able to get it before Billy could get it. This was after Lily gave Victor the tip, okay? Lily was working with Victor against Billy at the time, assuming that Victor would help her get the company back, but Victor has his own plans, of course, to have Nikki run the company, not Lily, okay? We'll have to see what Billy and Phyllis are able to do to defend against Victor, but the chess master usually gets what he wants, right? So it can only be a matter of time before there's a hostile takeover and Victor's able to acquire Chancellor, okay? Lily, too, is upset that Victor and Nikki lied to her about their plans. Nikki just came clean to Lily that the plan all along was to have Nikki, not Lily, run the company, run Chancellor, once they steal it away from Billy, okay? Lily, though, has her own plans, and she'll contact Jill this week for some support. Lily feels that Billy and Victor are underestimating her, and Lily still has plans of her own to run Chancellor herself, okay? Lily's going to contact Jill, and spoilers say Jill gives Billy an ultimatum. So we'll have to see what that is. Jill previously gave Billy all of her control, and Billy ended up firing Lily. So we'll have to see now what Jill's ultimatum is. Maybe Jill still has some power left and can force Billy to maybe rehire Lily and bring her back. We'll see. Maybe Jill's ultimatum is to bring Lily back to Chancellor. But Victor is coming after the company, so Billy might not be Jill's biggest problem, too. So we'll have to see how all this corporate intrigue plays out, but we'll learn a lot more this week. Also with Billy this week, Billy and Sally make a pact, okay? Of course, Billy and Sally are growing closer after all of the fallout with Adam and Chelsea and their relationships with them falling apart, okay? Will Billy and Sally now start to grow even closer and maybe become romantic? We'll have to see if things go in that direction. And over with Kyle this week, spoilers say Kyle makes a dangerous deal with Victor. Kyle, of course, stole that top secret project, right, from Diane's laptop, okay? This was going to be Jabot's big project, this innovative moisturizer that now Kyle is going to use for Glissade against Jabot, against his family's company. So Victor then chose Kyle over Audra, and Audra, of course, was fired. So Victor now, though, has a new mission for Kyle, so we'll have to see what that is. Spoilers say Victor retaliates against Jack and Diane, so look for Victor to go on offense this week. Of course, Victor seems to want to maybe break up Jack and Diane, so we'll see if Victor wants Kyle to help him with that and maybe try to orchestrate a split or a divorce between Jack and Diane. Okay, spoilers say tension builds between Jack and Diane, so look for Victor to try to exploit that, and maybe with Kyle's help, okay? But Jack also has an ace up his sleeve. Spoilers say Jack conspires with Audra, and in the preview we see Audra telling Jack, Victor Newman, he's the silent investor behind Glissade. He's the one who's been pulling Kyle's strings all along, okay? So it looks like Audra and Jack might team up, and Audra could have a plan to retaliate against Victor and Kyle, so we'll see what Audra can come up with. And this could also create tension between Diane and Jack, too. Diane might be upset if Jack is working with Audra, so that could be another source for the tension, okay? But also this week for Audra, spoilers say Audra lets her guard down with Nate. Nate himself is involved in a bit of a family mystery after flying out to meet with Amy Lewis. Rumor has it Nate could have a half-brother. Amy Lewis was involved with Nate's father, so maybe that's why Amy now is reaching out to Nate. So stay tuned to see if Nate finds out that he could have a brother, okay? But Nate has always been supportive of Audra too, so will the two of them move more closer in a romantic direction? In a real serious romantic direction? We'll have to see, so stay tuned. And back with Sharon, she's going to send Nick some mixed signals this week. So rumor has it Sharon is going to surprise Nick with a romantic picnic. So that could leave Nick wondering what's going on with Sharon, okay? Nick is kind of noticing that something about Sharon seems a little off. So we'll see if Nick starts to get to the bottom of what's going on too. Could Nick become instrumental in this case and maybe try to, find some evidence that Sharon is the one that's behind all of this? Okay, Sharon too could end up getting in even deeper trouble if Cameron Kirsten continues to influence her. Could Cameron want Sharon to go after more people, okay? If, say, a character overhears and finds out what Sharon did, and then Sharon goes after that person, okay? So that's always a possibility. Okay, Daniel was Sharon's original target, and Sharon did the right thing, right? She ended up doing the right thing. She was going to leave, but then Heather showed up, and the rest, of course, is history. But now Sharon is framing Daniel by planting that incriminating evidence in his apartment. Chance is going to find that evidence this week. So stay tuned to see how this compelling drama plays out. Okay, Sharon is framing Daniel. And later this week, we're going to see a fun celebratory episode celebrating Michelle Staffer's 30th anniversary, playing Phyllis Summers, so that'll be fun to see. It's going to be fun to take a walk down memory lane. And of course, in the preview, we see Phyllis telling Lucy, would you like to know more about your grandmother, okay? I have a few stories to tell you, okay? And of course, we know that Lucy's grandmother is none other than Sheila, okay? So that will be fun to see what stories Phyllis tells Lucy. and the fun flashbacks we'll see as well, so look forward to that, okay? But another exciting action-packed week is on the way, so don't miss a moment. Keep it right here. I'll have more updates coming. And hey, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Watch The Young and the Restless, CBS Daytime, and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.